Sweet, okay, hotkey actually worked. How about that? How about that? Well, hey, hi, hello, I'm out of focus, probably. Right? I'm not. I'm not out of focus. You fucking kidding. You fucking.
Are you fucking kidding me? Some kind of trickery?
Oh, yep. Dropped the connection again, huh? Wow, we're having a fun day. Good morning. Why? Hey. My bitrate is set for 6K, right? It just jumped to 16,000. Gotta say, seems like something might be going slightly awry there. If the bitrate goes from 6,000 to 16,000, that's a big difference, dog. That's a big difference. Why is it happening? Oh, I don't know. Like, it's rainy and been windy. There've been some power outages, and I live in an old building, and you know, we could be Mr. Questions all day, but that's not really what I'm here to. Why Windows are you? I had you on standby, and you're like really not fucking liking it, huh? Okay, all right, that's cool. Oh, you're like, well, I was on standby, so I'm gonna pop up with all the fucking. So it looks like you're starting up Windows stuff. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's 4:20 a.m. Hell yeah, blaze it. You having the nerve to tell me the encoder's overloaded? Literally all that's running. All that's running is OBS and Stardew Valley. There should be nothing, absolutely nothing, that would make this... Fuck you, we're at 50% CPU. You liar. RAM's at 20%. Like, oh, that's coming from Google Chrome. Okay, you know what? That's on me. That's on me. That's fair. But, meh. You want to explain what the issue here is? Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's all... Oh. Malwarebytes might be doing a thing right now. There it is! Jesus. Okay, disk. 100%. No, it isn't. Google Chrome, 18 processes. Okay. Alright, that would do it. Let's just nuke that real quick. But Alex, the stream audio, why? Why would you do this? Well, you know, it's something we can... Chrome didn't close properly. Really? Crazy. Can't imagine why that would have happened. Technical difficulties, that's kind of weird. No, all this is fine. All this is fine. All this looks right. I say, having... Oh, God. Okay, it's in an active window? Good, so it's not actually playing. Good. Give me my fucking dashboard. Love this. Love this. This is a great start. So legit, I was like, oh, we'll just have a quick little stream. Quick little stream, and then I'll go to bed. I didn't want a 5-minute setup time. I wanted a quick little stream and then sleep. Because I've had a good night. Been talking with some cute people. And it's been encouragement for me to fix that sleep schedule so it's easier for me to see people and go on D8s with them. Oh, fuck. I also meant to reach out to a couple I know here and ask if they wanted to go out on a dinosaur date with me. A platonic dinosaur date, which is to say go to a local natural history museum, because I know that one of them, anyways, really likes dinosaurs. And the other one I think has a healthy appreciation for dinosaurs. So between the two, one of them's got their head on straight, and it's not the one I've known for the longest. He married up in the world. By up, I mean he married a dinosaur nerd. And you can't do better than that. You can't. Well, maybe you can. Maybe you can, but I don't need to be silly about this. Yeah, so I've had a good night. And like a reminder, like, oh yeah, I'm like fun when I'm flirtatious. And I'm like pretty good at it. All I really need is somebody to call me cute like twice. And I'm like, okay, the paperwork's all here, you've signed off for this. I'm just gonna make flirty innuendo now. Like, somebody asking, I'm not keeping you up, am I? And the response being, well, I wouldn't mind if you were. Because, you know, it's a double entendre, and it works better via text. I'm a very flirtatious person via text. In person, I take time to warm up. Or alcohol. One of the two. Time or alcohol to warm up. I'm really happy to be ending my night this way, like a positive note, because earlier and throughout the day, I was really frustrated with talking with people, and I just had this fucking feeling all day that I was carrying conversations, and I didn't like it. I get anxious and insecure and feel like people are just talking to me because I'm talking to them and I'm asking questions and showing interest, and maybe they're just bored or maybe they like the attention. And, you know, that's not a bad or unrelatable thing, but do they like me particularly? Like that whole conundrum? I was on that today and like frustrated with like, hey, a lot of you people like really suck at carrying a conversation. I'm feeling pretty disinterested because like you'll respond but then you won't ask anything or you won't contribute to like moving the conversation along. And you might reply, well, Alex, they're just being polite and they don't really want to talk. Well, you know, there's a great thing on so many websites where you can just like unmatch or unfollow someone so they're not in your DMs anymore. Or you can be like, hey, I'm not really in the mood right now. Or you can just like fucking ghost me. Honestly, just ghost me. Just ghost me. If you're gonna have weak conversational game, just ghost me. It'll be less energy on my part. It might like affect my sense of like how attractive or interesting or desirable I am. Yeah, sure. And is that good? No, obviously not. I don't want that. But I'll probably be happy to take that over me feeling like, huh, so this relationship or this interaction is just like me. It's just me steering this. I can do that sometimes. I don't mind doing it sometimes. I just don't want to be doing it all the fucking time. I'm really relieved that I'm tired right now because I've been having trouble sleeping during regular hours, i.e. the night. Lately. And it's really nice to be tired at night and not feeling like I should be asleep but not being able to. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Oh no, I had a productive day. I put some laundry away, I shaved, So my legs are now very smooth, which is nice, and it'll last for... I gotta just shave weekly. I just gotta do it on a weekly basis, because a week out is stubbly, but, like, it's not bad. More than a week out, I start just not wanting to even think about shaving. So I just gotta do it before I get the urge to do it. Oh, wow, damn, I haven't really eaten much today. Because of this fucked up sleep schedule thing, like, Tuesday morning... Or what is it? Is it Wednesday now? It's Wednesday now, right? Yeah, Tuesday morning, I had a giant... Fuck you, Abigail. It looks good. Purple's the best color. I had a big bean and cheese burrito. It was very good. And then I guess I was just kind of good on food for the rest of the day, because I had like a handful of peanuts, but I didn't even finish those. Huh. Yeah, like, don't worry about me. I'm gonna eat normally on Wednesday. I made the mistake. Well, no, I made the choice to order out and get Mexican takeout. Sunday night? Monday night? Whatever. So, earlier in the week. And when I get takeout, it completely fucks up my diet schedule. Because normally I wake up and I have yogurt and milk. And I had been doing that mostly for the vitamin D, but I guess it's for... I gotta figure out, I gotta recalculate my diet now that I'm taking, supplements. I almost called them suppositories. No, not quite. Not quite. Not exactly. Do I keep the bread? Sell the bread. Fuck the bread. But yeah, I should rebalance that. But then, that is breakfast. Yogurt. And, like, sometimes flaxseed, if I'm feeling it. And I probably should add more flaxseed in my diet. But it's like, I don't have the energy when I first wake up in the morning to, like, actively stir more shit into my yogurt. Because it can be messy. And, like, I, like any good queer, can appreciate I'm sorry, can appreciate, you know, some cream accidentally being spilled on them. But, you know, when I'm just trying to have breakfast and I'm not ready for my brain to have any horny thoughts, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Wow, Alex, it's that easy to turn you on? Oh my god. It can be. It fucking can be. I am weak, and I'm not ashamed of it. Then lunch is peanuts and sunflower seeds. And spinach. And cucumber. And then dinner. Okay, dinner is supposed to be rice and beans and like whatever vegetables I want to add, but because I haven't been fixing the rice maker, I've been eating like other shit instead, and my balance is kind of fucked. Like, there needs to be probably the protein's about right, but choline, I know I'm not getting enough because I don't have eggs in there anymore, because like eggs get gross so fast, and like the idea of an egg is just kind of gross to me too. Yeah, I should recalculate it. You might be like, Alex, I don't think that's enough calories. Yes. It is a slight deficit because I'm trying to slowly, gently lose weight in combination with, you know, working out, but it's very slow. It's very deliberate. I weigh myself every fucking morning. Like today I was 134. My low for the month has been 132. Once I drop under 130, I'm probably gonna pop my calorie count back up and try to maintain that as around where I want to be. Between 125 and 140 is a healthy range for my height and activity level. Also gender, but like I kind of hate that it's gendered, and I get why it's gendered, but like when I'm like decidedly pretty queer when it comes to gender, it's like, well, you know, I'd rather aim for the target range for women than for men because that's more my preferred body type. And I'm not that tall, so don't worry. I've done the math, and I've consulted with friends who are nutritionists. That's not the same as a doctor, Alex. I live in the United States. Come on, dog. Think I have doctor money? Pfft. What do you take me for? One of the bourgeois, petite bourgeois? Nuh-uh. But you talk about how good your healthcare is. Yeah, for emergencies. It's good for emergencies. In theory, there's preventative care, but I don't feel like testing that theory. But I should. I know. I don't want to promote bad habits. Anxiety is a big part of it. Big part of it. And I'm keenly aware of that. It's just, like, it's not easy for me to get a doctor because the insurance that I have is, I basically have to go to a clinic first, and the clinic I'm assigned to is halfway across the city, which isn't, it's not the end of the world, but it's inconvenient enough where I'll sit down and I'm like, well, I'm not dying, and I really don't want to make a day of it, so like, I'm fine, I can put this off. It's just mildly inconvenient enough that I just keep putting it off. Is it like I have anything better to do? No, not really. So I probably should, but like, oh my god, if I go to a doctor, it's like, hey, I want to talk about tremors, I want to talk about my weight, I kind of just want a general checkup to make sure I'm good, I want to just like a full physical. And hey, do you have a therapist in your practice that I can talk to about like anxiety and depression and like fucking around with gender expression through hormones? I don't wanna talk to a stranger about that shit. Well, Alex, you could start with a therapist instead. It is so hard to find a therapist on my insurance. It is so fucking... I mean, it's hard to find one generally, but on my insurance particularly. Still, again, that shouldn't stop me. And it is, and that's not good. You know, maybe I'll try to make a point to do that. Right now, I'm trying to... I also applied for jobs today on the job internet sites. Oh. Thanks, Linus. I guess we're friends, huh? Because I just talk to you all the time? You want blackberries, huh? Alright, buddy, you know what? You gave me a fish. I am rude enough to say no, but I'm not going to say no. Wait. Find his basket. Oh, that's different. In fact, I think I know where the basket is, don't I? My man's not asking for blackberries. My man's asking for his basket, which I think is over here? It is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally. Totally, my dude. I'm happy to return this to you. Because I'm going over there anyway. You're probably hanging out in your fucking tent because that's all you ever do. Hey, no disrespect. I mean, I hang out in my home all the time, which is basically just a... It's a tent of sorts. It's a tent of sorts. Oh, Bok Choy, some of you are gold. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're still getting yoked into the sun, yeeted straight out of the atmosphere. Ah, I'm a bad friend. Fuck, I was supposed to message a couple of people yesterday now. Oh, well. And I still need to fucking test that software and get back to Corey about maybe playing something this Thursday. Oh my god, it's almost Thursday, and I actually have a date on Thursday, so I don't think I can do Thursday anymore. Oops. I ain't rescheduling that date, though. Sorry, buddy. Love you, but... Yeah. Yeah. I've had a lot of, like, really nice conversations on dating apps this week. Like, I was complaining earlier, like, some people really suck at carrying the conversation. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, they do. But, like, other people, even when there have been things that have been like, oh, you know, I don't think this is gonna work, still, like, very sweet, nice people I've been matching with. Why would it not work, Alex? Why did that one not work out? Because we had matched years ago, I want to say. And they messaged me right when... No, it was earlier this year then. Right when I had deactivated my account. So I didn't see. Back in, like, June. And at the time... I think they were open to dating poly people, and since then they've had some bad experiences, and that not right now is where they're at. So at first there was like a lot of enthusiastic like exchange, and then like, oh wait, yeah, I'm not ready for this. I'm like, oh, I totally get it. Like I've been in positions where I've gotten really soured on it for a while. Or for a long while. And I totally get that, like, certain people can use being poly or ethically non-monogamous as just a front for gaslighting you, lying to you, and cheating. All kinds of other shit. And this is one of the reasons I almost certainly will not date a couple. Never. Never, never, ever. I do not trust couples to tell me the fucking truth. I don't trust people to tell the truth around their significant other in a social setting. Straight people, at least. People in heterosexual relationships, particularly marriages, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Because I know so many people are so conflict averse, and need therapy. What they need is therapy. But they're so conflict averse that they'll lie to avoid conflict. And when you are the potential source of that conflict, that sucks. Because you don't really get a heads up about it because they're one or both of them lying to each other. No. Nah, just nope. Not for me, no thank you. But it can be so much fun. I believe you. I believe you. But, no, it just seems like way too much fucking work for me. I mean, keep in mind, I have never had sex with more than one person at a time. Never. Is it something I'd like to do? Sure. Could be fun. But it's always, like, the thought of it has always been very stressful to me. Like, too much going on. And performance anxiety and overstimulation. Like, there's a lot going on there for me. And not in a good way. Maybe in a good way. Yeah, overstimulation maybe in a good way. But, generally, the vibe is not... has not been there. And it could be. I can just be a big, scaredy baby. So that being the expectation from the outset is like, oof, that's... Ooh, dog, that's a lot. That's a lot. I once had a friend when I was younger talk about how much he wanted to have sex with a woman with me. Specifically in Eiffel Towering, as he put it. Eiffel Towering someone with me. Doesn't seem very straight to me, is all I'm saying. And also, I'm, like, very uninterested. Like, it's perfectly fine that it's not straight, because if you are having a threesome, it's a little gay. It's a little gay. I don't think there's such a thing as a straight threesome. I don't. Well, not gay. Haha, balls don't touch. It's still a little gay, dude. Still a little gay. You shared a very intimate sexual experience with someone of the same gender. That's gay. And if you're not enthusiastic or open to that, maybe you just shouldn't be doing that. Maybe take that internalized homophobia and work on it. As for me, I'm, like, just very much not attracted to most straight guys. Even most cis guys, really, most cis guys. There are some very notable exceptions, but by and large, most of them, no, absolute turn off. Popular or normalized masculine behaviors and characteristics can be a pretty big turnoff for me. Also, I don't trust cis dudes. Just at all. Why is that, Alex? Because they're all fucking liars. Oh, that's a little reductive. No, it's not. No, it's not. Maybe it is, but, like, also... having grown up gendered and cultured that way, having been around as many cis dudes, particularly straight or straight-passing straight dudes, in what they thought were spaces full of other cis straight dudes. Shit you hear, the way so many of them talk about partners and sex and nah. No, thank you. Don't fucking touch me. Do not perceive me. You know what? Perceive me. Don't touch me. Pay me. Do not perceive me. 'Cause, like, you know... trans guys flirting with me. Me like, feel good. Cis women flirting with me like, feel good. Non-binary people flirting with me, feel good. Cis dudes flirting with me... feel gross. Because, I don't know, a lot of cis guys are just pretty fucking crass. And not in, like, a hot or endearing way, just in a... putting in the lowest amount of fucking effort just shooting their shot, but it's not a real shot, dog. Like, that can't be your game. Doing a half-ass layup and calling it a night? No. No. You know, I may have occasional self-esteem and anxiety issues, which may lead to me settling for relationships and circumstances which are unhealthy for me and I deserve better. But not this. not this. Like, Jesus Christ. Without fail, if you post the thirst trap on, say, certain subreddits that are dedicated to that thing, typically there's a rule of decorum where we get the Linus cutscene, yeah. Linus, whatever. There's a rule of decorum, you don't fucking DM somebody unless they say their DMs are open. Just, you know, politeness. Cis men do not follow those rules. Haha, I am sexually aroused by you, and now you gotta know about it. I don't, dog. I don't. If you want to tell me, fucking put it in the comment section, so at least you're helping with the fucking goddamn algorithm. You jumping in my DMs does nothing for me. Does nothing for me at all. All it does is irritate me and waste my time. It's a notification I gotta ignore. It's a message request I gotta deny. Like, if you actually want to get on this, and there's a slim chance, I'm not saying it's impossible, there's a slim chance. Use proper grammar, actually flirt, don't just jump to spouting out random sex acts. Do it in the comment section. Compliment me a lot. And then, you know, maybe you're starting to work in the right direction. But generally, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen because if you're jumping straight into the DMs, you probably don't have the game, the sensitivity to do any of that shit. Some folks be built different, though. Some folks be built different. They want people to jump immediately into their DMs. Maybe as a way to be like, haha, you should chat to me on this other site, and they're making that dough, making that money. And I got nothing but respect for our troops. Troops being people who work in the sex industry. Got nothing but respect for the troops. That ain't me, though. That ain't me. Even if somebody were willing to pay me to chat, you still have to knock out the prerequisites of, like, being vaguely polite and charming and do the right steps, baby. You just gotta do the right steps. Alex, that seems a little unrealistic and maybe unfair. No, that's okay. They're my standards. You don't have to approve of them. That's kind of the great thing about them, having standards. They're my business to decide upon, and fucking nobody else's ever. You love it. You do love it. I gotta say, I fucking hate Blackberry season, because trying to visually differentiate between ripe and unripened blackberries is difficult. Doing so in the dark, oh my god, that's difficult. My eyes, you know, maybe not so good, and I also have a color filter that you can't see, and that color filter makes it so that depending on the time of day, it adjusts the blue light of my monitors to be colored, to emulate sun setting and to make my dumb animal brain go like, oh, it's nap time, and it's working. It's working. But it also makes those purpley, bluish, blackish colors just look washed out, so I can't tell what the hell they are. Thank you. Why do you like me so? I mean, I did it. Oh, fuck. I haven't thought about the Grange display at all. Yes, I have. Yes, I have, Alex. Don't worry. Don't worry, self. You did think about this, because you're forward-thinking and you're smart. You thought about this and prepared for this by taking everything golden that you've ever gotten, and you put it in a box. And I couldn't remember why I was doing that, but I did it out of habit. And my rationale for it up to this point had been, I'm just putting it there because they're the best gifts. No, I'm doing it for this fucking holiday that's coming up. Right. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I am smart, and cute, and pretty, and hot, and bitter, and cynical, and creative. Self-affirmations are actually, like, real difficult for me. It's something I don't like doing. Even external affirmation, I, like, shut down and don't know how to respond to sometimes. Like, somebody complimenting. Actually, a picture of me in this shirt in, like, thigh highs. And panties and nothing else, I think. Is that right? What kind of underwear was I wearing? I mean, you get the point, and if you want to know what the hell I'm talking about, it's pinned on Twitter. That's the one I'm talking about. No, I think I had like a singlet on underneath. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters to me because now I'm curious. Well, because I got complimented, I'd be taking notes of like, okay, you know, first date, wear this exact thing. Where was I going with that? I got complimented. Yep, that's where I was going, but there was more to it than that, wasn't there, Alex? Dog, I can't remember. You're pretty tired right now. Yeah. No. But even like, I don't know how to respond to compliments. Thank you is a good one, but like my immediate reaction is like, ha ha ha, thank you. And I notice when I tell other people that they're cute or look really hot in something, women mostly will go, aw, thank you. That is a feminine quality of which I do not possess. Maybe it's one that I could train myself to possess. It is not one that I possess currently. My current reaction is like, can't process this. I'm embarrassed. Please keep complimenting me. Please keep praising me. I need it. I thirst for it. And I have no idea how to show or affirm what you're doing, so instead I'm gonna laugh, blush, say thank you, or if I'm like really feeling shy, I'm glad that you feel that way. Because I'm glad that you feel that way, it isn't just a thank you. It isn't just a haha thanks. It's a I am glad that you feel that way. Specifically. But it's not flirtatious, right? Like, it's in the neighborhood, sorta. Like, it's in the same part of town, maybe. Neighborhood is probably pushing it too much. It's in the same part of town as flirtation in that it's, like, vaguely affirming and reinforcing their actions. But it's too vague and, like, neutral in tone, I think, to really convey the yes, please give me more. I actually asked someone tonight, and I did this. I've been doing this a little more often. If somebody compliments or says, I really like this picture, I will ask them why. Part of that is compliment me more, Yeah, tell me nice things about myself, pretty please. But also, shit, it's a Tuesday. Is the store closed on Tuesdays? I don't remember. We're just gonna beeline it to the store. Is it Tuesdays or Thursdays? Feel like it's Thursdays, but it might be Tuesdays. But also, I'm like keenly interested in the way that people are attracted to me and sexualize me, because some people sexualize and are attracted to masculine qualities, or you know, traditionally masculine qualities that I possess or can possess, whereas other people are more interested in more feminine qualities. Other people are interested in when I look confident and assertive. Other people are interested when I look more demure and submissive or inviting. And I like taking notes on who likes who, or who likes what. And no, I will not explain why. It's obvious why, right? Because like, oh, oops. Haha, didn't mean to send that. Or, you know, definitely didn't mean to send that. We're just buying Bok Choy until the quest is over. I'm not counting. I think we're well over 100 at this point, but fuck it. Fuck it, I'm getting experience for it. It's part of a quest. We're just gonna keep pumping out these bad boys. They're pumping in these bad boys. Where the fuck was I going with that? Oh, it's nice to know what people like. Especially if I like flirting with them. And I typically know how to engage with people who give me affirmation or flirt with me, but one person who's like really good at giving affirmation and is like very supportive in like a very ally way is my friend's wife, and I never know how to react to it. Like, thank you, obviously, but with people, everybody else in the thread normally are, well, okay, not everybody. 90% of the people in the thread, besides her, are people like I have had sex with, I would have sex with, or want, yeah, no, have or would, right? And to them, I'm like giving very flirtatious answers. It's really funny for me looking at those threads, like friend who is supportive and I don't know, might be into me, but I'm definitely not into them. I post reaction GIFs. That's my way to diffuse that situation because I don't know how to respond. Some people who I'm interested in, they will get emojis and exaggerated spellings of things, typically. What kind of emojis? Listen, I don't need you to call me out right now, so use your imagination. Or compliment me and see what you get. It is a litmus test. It is a litmus test to see how I feel about you. I'm giving you the fucking keys to the kingdom and figuring out if I'm attracted to you or not. And then if, like, you're a really good friend of mine, I'll be like, yo, the results I've gotten off of this, off of, like, trying to figure out who likes what aspects of me, or what presentations of mine. Like, this is fucking fascinating. I want to talk about it. And, like, completely not engaging on it. 'Cause I don't know, like, consent is enthusiastic yeses, right? Consistent, enthusiastic yes. It's not a one-time yes, it's not kind of a tepid response, it's enthusiastic consent, right? So if my response to someone is not enthusiastic yes, or at least like shy, kind of gently encouraging or receptive, then it's a no. It's a polite no. It's a soft rejection. It's a soft pivot. Most people I know are emotionally intelligent enough to pick up on that, and if you aren't, then you're probably not staying in my life for very long. So I would be more than glad to be like, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Like this fucking Brazilian dude that is apparently friends with my mother and my older sister from the time when they were in Brazil most recently. I guess he's extended family, but motherfucker keeps trying to drop in my DMs. I'm like, no, I do not know you. I have no desire to get to know you. You don't exist in my world. And like also liking thirst traps and things. I'm like, I'm very sure I have no desire to interact with you. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't know, maybe it's a cultural thing, but hey, I happen to know your family members, so I'm gonna add you. He's weird as fuck in my book. Weird as fuck. I'm currently sitting on a number of friend requests from like extended family I don't actually know that well. Cause like, do you really want to follow me and hear me talk about queer shit and nerd shit all the time? You really want to see me thirst trapping? Like that really what you want? Because like, I swear to God, if you say one thing about Jesus, I'm gonna fill this goddamn feed with Bible scholars who will tear apart things you take for granted about your faith. I'm that petty. I'll do it. Also, I've been low-key doing that anyway. Because, like, there's some fascinating shit about the Bible that makes Christianity and Judaism such cooler faiths. Like, did you know that originally God had a wife? I forget her name, but God had a wife. And the worship of this accompanying deity was normalized and encouraged and was doctrine until a schism happened. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that in the Old Testament canon, other gods exist and actually beat the Christian and Jewish god in contests on occasion, and is written as being stronger than him. Did you know that? Because it's not a monotheistic faith. It's become a monotheistic faith, but it wasn't. It wasn't originally. How does it make you feel, you know? With your God in three persons bullshit. Like, Jesus not only had if Jesus were real, and everything written were real, Jesus would have a heavenly mommy, too. That make you feel weird? Well, you know? Like, people love to talk about, oh, you know, in the original Greek. Well, we don't know what the original texts say, because very little of it survives. Also, it was in Aramaic. And it's in the Bible that, like, a bunch of the apostles were illiterate. So only, like, one of the authors cited could actually be the actual author. Like, the Gospels, none of those are by the person the Gospels are named after. Why? They were illiterate, and they were from a culture other than what the language was spoken in. And like at the time, something like 2 or 4% of the population was literate. The amount of people that were bilingual, a lot smaller than that. A lot smaller. And like the Gospels don't make any fucking sense if you read them like first-hand accounts, because they're fictional narratives of like Jesus monologuing alone in the desert with Satan, or like Jesus alone in the Garden of Gethsemane. What, did Jesus come back in and tell the apostles exactly what had happened out there, word for word? Same thing with being out in the desert. Yeah, doubt it. Put me down as a doubter. I mean, come the fuck on, man. You can't be that naive. You can't be that naive. if we look at like some early biblical scholars, they admit to naming certain books, certain things, or changing certain things in order to win arguments. Like the first full-ish version of the Bible, of the New Testament that we have, is, I think, 130 years after the death of Christ. That's a long fucking time for things to be changed. And even the drift in the texts changed so much from that time to the next version that's around 300 years after the death of Christ, or supposed death of Christ. And then if you look at like medieval Bibles and how much they changed or transitioned over time, if you look at the very intentional efforts at different councils to like decide what was going to be in the Bible and what wasn't, not that it wasn't true or it wasn't gospel, just that, you know, the son of a bitch can only be so long. What are we going to put in here? How are we going to create our doctrine? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Like, maybe there's a grain of truth in it. Maybe. But, like, holy fuck, dude. I imagine dedicating a lifetime to following this religious text. Well, there are people who have spent a lifetime studying it and can walk you through the ways that it's not what it purports to be, that the modern incarnation of it is just a political tool. Like, oh my god, the Book of Revelations was clearly a political treatise talking about Rome, like the nine-headed beast with 10 crowns. That's the ruling council of Rome. That's the 9 governors of Rome, one of which was Caesar. So Caesar gets 2 crowns. And like 666 was just Nero's name put through some numerology. Ain't it? It was just fucking Christian radicals being like, yeah, one day, Caesar, one day you'll get yours. One day you'll get yours. I mean, the whole idea that Christ is the Messiah, when the Messiah was promised to be like this superhuman demigod that would slay all of the infidels and like conquer, and instead got soy boy Christ coming in talking about loving one another, caring for one another. And for the record, I'm all for it. I'm all for soy boy Jesus instead of holy war Jesus. But my dude's all preaching love and peace and coexistence, and then man gets murked for causing political unrest. That doesn't fit scripture. But, you know, the copium people will go through to be like, no, he was the one, man. He was the one. And, you know, we just misunderstood. Yeah. All right. Sure. If that's what you want to believe. Boy, howdy. I'm gonna say that you're wrong. But I'm not gonna tell you you can't be wrong. Alright? I will have long conversations with you about, like, hey, did you know all of these things about your faith or your religious text that, like, you might not have been exposed to? How do you feel about this? Not in, like, a, haha, gotcha, but, like, how does this affect your faith and your relationship? Do you recognize these things as true, or do you not? Do you just power through with faith? Do you value your personal relationship with your deity more than the religious text? Like, what is it about you? Or what is it that grounds you in this and makes it these glaring things, in my mind, glaring issues, non-issues? And seriously, I don't ask those questions or want to have those conversations in bad faith. I genuinely want to know. Because, you know, existence is subjective. Truth is subjective to some extent. So much of what we do when it comes to life and interactions with other human beings, it's all based on faith. It's all based on a suspense of disbelief at some fundamental level. You know, I'm not going to be shaming people for finding something that makes life easier to live. Especially not something that teaches and encourages them to love thy neighbor as themselves. If you follow none other of my commandments, then do this: love thy neighbor. Like, you know, hard to argue with that. Even if a fictional character, my dude flipping over the money lending tables, pretty based. It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to walk through the gates of heaven. Again, pretty based. Now, I ain't hating on the character of Jesus. The mischaracterization of Jesus, oh yeah, all day, every day. But the literary character, nah, dude seems pretty cool. I don't really have any problem with that. Modern Christian faiths in the United States, oh, we got beef. We got beef. But I'm doing okay. I'm tired. Or actually, probably got like 5 or 10 minutes left before I call it a night. So I'm doing this, it's just, god damn it, it's a type of alcoholic drink that you would drink right before bedtime. It used to be a more popular thing. A nightcap, there we go, this is a nightcap for me. At 5 a.m. Oh god, I've played Stardew since it first came out. This particular save, like, 2 weeks. I haven't played most of the recent updates in the last few years, but there's not a lot else out right now that's really catching my attention, and this is good for just vibing to. So that's why it's the yawn, try not to yawn, the game of choice at the moment. Oh. I wouldn't call it my favorite game. It's a pretty solid game. Like, it's really well designed. I got very little but praise for Stardew. The characters are a little two-dimensional. I don't love the social aspect. For replayability, it's a little rough, but it's a very good game. Honestly, my Twitch designs are kind of half-assed intentionally. I appreciate the offer, but they're intentionally half-assed. This is more of a, I do this for me occasionally. I'm not trying to make a thing out of it. I know what you're saying. Yeah. If you would ask me, oh god, whenever I started streaming several years ago, would have been into it. But no, it's just fun. I care very little. And also, I have an ex who's an amazing graphic designer, so if I were to want that, I should just pay her. I actually think she helped design some of the original stuff I had for the channel that I've nixed. I don't remember. I think we were dating at the time, yeah. Ah. Yeah. Man, what fucking day is today? It's Wednesday? What am I even doing? I don't think I have anything planned for today. If I had my way, I might have a last-minute coffee date with someone, but we're still hanging up in the air. Right, I gotta test some software and then get back to a couple of people. I need to respond to DMs. I'm gonna remember none of this when I wake up. This is me at the end of a productive day, where I've actually gotten shit done, and I'm still spouting off like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Depression's a real motherfucker. It really is. You just start piling up chores and micro tasks over a few days, over a few weeks, over a few months, and then when you finally, you know, get in a functional headspace or shake that funk, look at all this homework I made for myself. Oh, hell yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, if I were... Do I want to go over there, check for... It's not 11 yet, sure, why not? Why not? Honestly, if making money were the concern right now, blueberries is absolutely, or blackberries is absolutely not the way to do it. We should be down in the mines. Really, we should be in the desert if I'm hard up for cash, but... God, what an expression. Being hard up for it. I know it means, like, not having a lot of it, but, like, come on, man. Really? Like, that's intensely sexual. Like, the 1950s had a lot of, like, very, very sexual slang like that. Like, giving someone some hard dick was... And this might be... Yeah, this is gonna have a good result. Yep. Nope, none of these are what I wanted. This is all porn. Yeah, you know, nothing really surprising about that. Solid dick? Giving solid dick. This isn't gonna be better. Solid dick. Straight talk. Wait, I mean, it comes from a fucking Marvel comic that's clearly photoshopped, but I'm pretty sure... I don't know, even if it's a lie, I like it. I like it. A lot. Will I start using it? Not unless I actually want to give the person some solid dick. No. Or would like to receive some solid dick from them. In that case, yeah, absolutely would. But no, probably not, because I'm not that aggressive of a flirter unless I've already fucked you, in which case I'm... No, I would. I absolutely would. I would, and I have. I don't know who I'm trying to lie to here. So we just hit level 8 farming, right? So I think it's level... God, 10 that I need to hit? We're almost halfway through the fall. I am a little worried that we're not going to hit that target. Can I... Let's check these notes. These notes right here. I think pumpkins take 14 days to grow. Am I misremembering that? 13 days to grow. Okay, so I have time to start pumping out pumpkins as we harvest this Bok Choy now. So I'm gonna pivot from Bok Choy because I swear to God, we've done 100, right? 68. It's so close to being nice. It's so close. And even if I don't, 11 plus 13 is get me to like 24, and that's still enough time to do another round of Bok Choy if we need to. I want to pivot to pumpkin because the XP for that is 31 per pumpkin, whereas Bok Choy is... Oh, god damn it. Alright, you know what? This is a stream now. Congratulations. Insert one right. Equals... F4 divided by B4. Give me that. XP per day. Fuck me up, dude. What's the most efficient XP per day? Bok Choy! Really? Really? Huh. Nope. Maybe we just keep pumping out Bok Choy. Amaranth is close at a 3. Does anything else compete with that? Value. Yeah. Get out of here with your value error. I know I don't have a field stuck in there. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. Out of curiosity, what do we got here? Bok Choy. Really? Do I have the values for that wrong? Alex, the stream's running kind of long. I don't care. I don't care. 14 farming XP, 4 days. Yep, that's correct. Bok Choy is the most efficient way to farm for XP. What the fuck? Okay, well, I'm really glad we got that Bok Choy contract? Job? Quest? Order. Because I would not have thought to look that up. Okay, we sleep. It's been an hour. It's been an hour? Oh, it's been an hour. God damn. Dollar bills. And with that, we gonna save. We're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go freaking pass the F out. I should be back. It's sometime today. I was gonna say tomorrow, but no, it's today. Probably this afternoon. I have an alarm set for noon. Let's see if I stick to it. Chances aren't good. I'll be around. I'll be around. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know the drill. This is it for today. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care. I will see you then. Bye-bye.